here are 10 things that you missed in the Rell Seas movie 2. And if you guys don't want to miss out on any important details, make sure to watch to the end of the video, as at the end I will be giving extra information from the Rell brothers themselves. And with that, let's get into the video. So the first thing you miss is, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you will recognize things like the health bar and the stamina bar, but there are actually a couple of other things there that were not explained. So firstly, if you look at the 3 squares on the left, you will see that they all have arrows pointing in different directions. What these arrows indicate is the cooldown time for your dash ability. Billy Butcher explains that the left and right dash share the same cooldown and have iframes, while the forward and backward dashes also share the same cooldown but don't have iframes. And if you guys are wondering what iframes means, it basically means your dash cannot be cancelled or stopped in any way. So when you're dashing left and right, you basically are invincible for however long that dash lasts. But the same cannot be said for the forward and back dash, but it really isn't too big of a problem because it would be kinda OP if someone could just dash towards you and you can't do anything to stop them. And as for the square at the bottom, it is actually your cooldown for a down slam, but they did not mention if this move has iframes or not, but it most likely doesn't. And as you guessed, the other 3 squares on the right side are also cooldowns. The sword is for a heavy attack, the shield is for a block, and the arrow is for a slide. And so when the day comes that you finally get to play Rell Seas and you perform one of these moves, make sure that your cooldown has reset before you try to do the same move again. Now the last thing we can see at the bottom leads us to the second thing that you might have missed, which is temperature in Rell Seas. Now we can only see signs of this at the bottom of the screen shown here or on the island index later in the movie, but I think that this is something huge that we missed, because a couple of hours after movie 2 was dropped, the Rell brothers hosted a Q&A stage, and someone that was brought on stage mentioned Punk Hazard, which is known in One Piece to be a very hot and cold island, and this is what Rell Bad had to say.
Wait, dude, what are you asking me?
No, I asked if Punk Hazard is going to be in the game.
The hot and cold
Wait,
island.
did you just say Kaiten?
Yeah.
Punk Hazard, bro.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything, because like I think they noticed that we put a temperature bar.
So by how Rell Bad reacted to the question, I'm guessing that temperature might play a huge role in Rell Seas. Maybe you need to craft warm armor to explore colder islands or cold armor to explore hotter islands. I don't know, but this could very much be a possibility. But now moving on to a couple of small things that you might have missed before we get into some more big things that you missed. First of all, the menu layout. The menu layout has changed a lot since movie 1 and definitely looks a lot better. Secondly, they showed but didn't really tell us about the stealth takedown ability. At first when I watched this clip, I thought that the stealth takedown ability was only part of the tutorial, because when I first watched this clip, I thought that Rell Bad was just straight up teabagging this NPC, but looks like I was wrong. And once again, very briefly, they show wall running. Now they did sneak this before, but this is now a perfected version of it, so technically this is new. Now for more important stuff, Conqueror's Haki. Now Conqueror's Haki was explained pretty well about the different posters you can use, but what wasn't explained was that you get 2 Conqueror's Haki abilities. So you get the base Conqueror stun, then you get an extra ability from whatever poster that you have on. I don't know about y'all, but when I first saw the posters, I thought that it will swap out the stun ability for whatever poster ability that you have, but no, you actually get 2 Conqueror's abilities. This is definitely broken and I need to get my hands on Conqueror's Haki immediately. Now this next one you most likely missed, as it was said very briefly. I'm gonna play the clip and let's see if you can guess what's new.
You can learn skills like these from the 40 crews in the game. Also, through the talent system. Example, the Adventurer Dex, Boss Drops, Dungeon Drops, and in-game events.
If you didn't notice, Billy Butcher said dungeons. So on top of all the different events and modes, we are also going to get dungeons in Rell Seas. Now, I'm not quite sure how this would work, but it'll most likely be that you fight some mobs and then you fight a boss and then you get a ton of money and XP. So around 14 minutes into the movie, Billy Butcher gives us a tour of the Baratier, or they like to call it the Relatier. Then he cuts to a Sky Baratier, and then he says it's a little north from Skypiea. So if this means it's not in Skypiea and it's away from it, then that means there might be other sky islands up there too. We might just get the whole white sea in Rell Seas. So y'all can have fun in the blue sea. I'ma be chilling up in the white sea with my boy Anel, the real Goro user, not you, Sage. But now this next one has a chance to be wrong, but I am like 90% sure it's true. So about 33 minutes into the movie, a song made by the Rell brothers, or a musician that was hired by them, started playing this song. Now most of the song doesn't seem to be too important except for this one part.
Fellow backers free from jail, the Rell Seas Movie.
So this could be a phrase that they added to the song just cuz, but it would make no sense at all to add the Rell piece is real if they weren't going to add it into the game. So this almost confirms that there will be a Rell piece in Rell Seas. Now lastly, what I think is the best thing you might have missed, which is clues in Rell Seas. Now around 15 minutes into the movie, when Billy Butcher was talking about the quality of life on each island, right under all that it says clues found 0 out of 10. This can only mean one thing. On every island in Rell Seas, there are hidden clues and maybe even hidden areas to be found on every single island in Rell Seas. This could lead to insane amount of treasures or maybe even clues to find the Rell piece. Now that was the 10 things you might have missed, but don't click off yet because we still have to discuss what the Rell brothers themselves said regarding release. So going back to the Q&A after the movie was launched, someone asked this question.
I was wondering, for CC, will you be, if you have gold subscription, is it guaranteed in CC, or are you just gonna be picking randomly?
No, if you are a gold subscriber by the time CC starts, meaning that you don't buy it after it starts, you will be in CC no matter what.
So if you guys are unsure what they asked, if I buy the gold membership in the Rell Seas Discord server, will I get into CC? And if you guys don't know what CC is, it means closed community. And one of the Rell said, if you buy the gold subscription, you are almost guaranteed to get into closed community. And closed community members get to play Rell Seas as soon as October, which is almost 2 months early from full release in December. I think I am definitely going to subscribe to their their gold membership because I need Rell Seas. And if you guys want to join an amazing Rell Seas crew, make sure to join my Discord server, link in the description below. We do lots of giveaways and more insane stuff soon. And with that, I'm out.